Alright, what I've got here is a little tutorial on how to build a puppet hand rod. And it's just some of the things that you'll be needing for this. It's kind of a wide shot. But let me show a couple of things here so you can see what I'm talking about. Dan Horn did a workshop workshop and he talked about these. These are turnbuckles for a screen door. And this is what he uses for his arm rods are these, but they're very heavy. I've noticed when he did have them, some of them made up at the workshop he did, they were quite heavy, but they'll do the job. But they run about $6 for two of them, so it can be a little bit expensive. What I've also got here is three other things, but I'll show you how to use it. Work pretty good. This is a threaded rod. This is, I think, 6/32, this particular one, and it's threaded. It's 3 feet long, so you can get two hand rods out of it. It costs you about $2.30. You can get both hand rods out of that. This one here is just a wooden one, and this is an 1/8" wooden dowel is all it is, and that will work great. This other one is another rod you can buy. All this stuff is available at Home Depot, by the way. This is a rod without being threaded. So this is another one, very lightweight. You can get this in 6-foot lengths, just about anything. This one was cut down to about 18 inches. So I'm going to show you how to use all of these. The turnbuckle's great if you want to use it, but these other things are a little cheaper and can work better. The other thing you'll need to get at Home Depot is this, and this is you get this where you get the sprinkler system stuff. It's just a drip line. It's a 1/4-inch black plastic hosing, and you get about 30 feet for, I don't know, I think it was $6, so you can make a whole bunch of these things. So you need that. You'll need one of these three things. I kind of like this threaded rod, but I'll show you. You can do it anyway. I think this is a little expensive to buy the turnbuckles, but they work. The other thing you're going to need is some Velcro. Now, what I do with the Velcro is this stuff is for sticky in the back, so I take a length of this and a length of the other one, and I stick them together to make one piece, and then I cut that in half, so I have two pieces for the arm rod. So I've got basically this cut in half, and so there'll be two of them here, getting everywhere. Only got one hand to work with. So you see there's two of those. I'm going to show you what makes this work really well, doing it this way. It's just really easy, and the arm rods work just great. So also, what else you're going to need? You're going to need some 8/32. What am I trying to say? Round nuts. Not nuts, but bolts. This one is a 1/2 inch. I've got some here that are 3/4 of an inch, but you'll need those. And that's pretty much it. The dog's going after something back there. But those are the things you'll need. Oh, also get a little bit of rubber cement. Rubber cement, we'll need to use that also. And you'll need a screwdriver of some kind. And if you get all those things together, I'm going to show you a great way to make up arm rods. Cheap, easy, and quick. Alright, here we are, part 2. This is the next step that you need to do. To get this right. And let's back this out a little bit. There we go. All right, now look. What I've done is I've taken the plastic and I've cut an 18-inch piece of the pipe there, right there. You can see that. Now what I've done here is with these Velcro strips, like I said, I took it out of this cut piece of Velcro here, cut it in half. Now what I've done is I've drilled a hole through the Velcro, as you can see, and ran a screw through it right there. So you do that with both of those. You can use black Velcro, you can use white Velcro. Just make sure you got sticky on one side and the other part, on the other side. So you can either sew it together or glue it together with rubber cement or any way you want to get this to work. Now what we're going to do here next is I'm going to put super glue onto these two bolts, and I'm going to screw them into the top of this tubing here. So we're going to put a little rubber cement on it to hold them in place, and then you're going to screw them down really tight, and you screw them down really tight, and then we're going to put one of these. I like these rods best. The threaded rods work good too. And what I do after I've put the rubber cement on those and put it into the top of the tubing is I put a little bit of rubber cement on here. Do it with, if you just got some some foam rubber laying around. Just get a little foam rubber, tack it up a little bit, put it in and let it dry. So let me show you how that's going to look, and we'll show you the finished product at the end of this video. I'll do one more so you can see, so you can kind of see what we've got going on. So like I said, we're going to glue the two little nuts and just take a screwdriver, or I just take an electric screwdriver and just force it down in there. Put a little bit of glue on the end of this tube also, so that it gets to the bottom of the Velcro. And then you're going to take this. This is probably about a 21-inch piece. We'll cut it off later. You could use this. The wood, I wouldn't suggest using the wood, because I think the wood makes it a little too flimsy. So this won't make it too heavy. You can use these screen door turnbuckles, but they're even heavier. And sometimes for smaller hands or smaller people, it's not the best thing to do. So let me get to that other point and we'll finish off the video so you can make these things. I'll show you how great they work. All right, we got this done. I'm going to show you how this turned out. Here we put the rod through the plastic pipe, and we cut it off with a hacksaw at the bottom. See that there? Okay. And what we done, we just ran the screw into the top of the post, screwed it down real tight. Now this will not move, so this is really good. It won't spin. Sometimes when you use rubber bands and stuff, it'll spin and cause problems. This won't happen with this one. Now, I told you about using the threaded rod. Here we did a little something different with this one. This is a threaded rod through this one. So we did on the back side, we put a nut there, a 6 32nd nut there. Of course, put the hole through the Velcro and then put another 32nd nut on top. That's solid as can be. That's another good way of keeping these together. They won't come apart. Something you might think about is you could use white Velcro and get you some magic markers and change the color. Doesn't matter that much to me. How these work. But what's really great about these is when you get them on the puppet, the Velcro actually will hook to the Anton fleece, so you can decide about where you want this. If you want to hook it right in about the middle of the hand, if I can do this one-handed, if you do it right in the middle of the hand, then all you got to do is just see, it will Velcro to the Anton fleece as well as bring it over, and you can boom, and you've got that on there like that, and it's basically going to stay in place no matter what you do with it. It's going to stay in that middle of that hand. See, it doesn't move side. It doesn't go to the end of the wrist because the Velcro is on there. So nice. So if you're using two of these like Dan Horn, you can get all that stuff going on. And Dan even puts one, I think, on the other hand, so it's at the bottom of the wrist. So one hand is more straight and the other one is flat. So, but these work great, and they're not real heavy. Now, as you can see, there, it's a little bit flimsy, but it works great. And as Dan, as I said, if you want to use something heavier, you can do it with these things. But this is quick and easy, and they work really well. They work really well. I think you'll enjoy. But about $4 you can make a couple of these that'll last you a long time. You can buy enough of this tubing, you can make a couple dozen of these things by the time you get done. But see, that's the whole bottom line. Then you can, of course, can do all the stuff. I'm not going to show you any of the puppet stuff, but there you have it. See, it'll do whatever you need it to do. It'll wave goodbye. So have fun with this, man.